So last night I went to a restaurant, right? And I ordered a chicken wrap from there, you know, as I do. And I got it, I bit into it, and it felt really dry but wet at the same time. So I looked into it, and the chicken to lettuce ratio was literally giving me crippling depression. And so I went home feeling a bit sad. So I did the only normal thing I could do is watch an Isekai anime. And then I thought to myself while watching Isekai anime, damn, there's some pretty shit Isekai anime out there. Maybe I should make a list of some ones that are actually good. So anyways, here's about 7 Isekai anime that are very good. So the first Isekai anime I want to talk about is the world's greatest assassin who gets transported to another world as an aristocrat. Now, one thing about Isekai is, most of the time the main characters in Isekai are literally just some 14-year-old incel who gets ran over by a truck and gets to live out a harem lifestyle with some power fantasy of some god knows ungodly level power. However, in this one, this guy actually deserves the girls he gets, and he's not overpowered. And he actually knows what he's doing, and he's like 50, even though he's like 7, but it's a little bit weird, because, you know, he's like 2 people. You know, he's been reincarnated, okay, but he has his memory still. And this anime is actually really, really good. I'm on episode 8 so far. If you want to see my progress in it, just follow my anime list in the description down below. And, yeah, this anime is very good. I'd highly recommend it. So, the second anime, Isekai anime, is Conan Super. Now, Conan Super, in my opinion, is probably one of the best Isekais because it's not actually an Isekai. It's a parody of an Isekai, which makes it 10 times better. The humour in this anime is amazing because it's also a comedy. So obviously they've actually got to have humour in it, unlike other Isekais where it's not that funny. But these actually have really good jokes, really good humour, some pretty good action as well, and the animation's also very good. There's some really, really great scenes with explosions. Now, the characters of Conan Super are probably some of the best. So you have a horny crusader, a witch who can only use 1 spell per day, a guy who's constantly horny, and a useless goddess. They make the perfect combination. And then also a witch with big tits, and I like big titties.
The
third Isekai anime that's very good is Overlord. Now, Overlord is basically Sword Art. It's got the plot of Sword Art Online, well, a bit of it, but it's a bit better. You see, some guy, he dies. I know, big story, right? And then he becomes part of a video game that he's been playing, and then he has to do things within that video game, which I can't remember because I watched this ages ago. It's very good, I'd highly recommend it. So, anime number 4, Tiny the Evil. In Tiny the Evil, a 30-year-old man gets killed by some guy who he fired that previous day by getting pushed into a train. Yeah. And then he gets reincarnated into basically a version of Imperial Germany in World War I. Then he has to fight in World War I as a 14-year-old girl. Thing is though, it can't just be that simple. A 14-year-old girl going into World War I. No, it's not that simple. He's a mage. Well, a wizard with a jetpack. Yes, he's a witch with a jetpack, I meant to say. And he's basically Hitler. Yes, that's why I should watch that anime. He blows up communists. Good stuff. I spent 300 years killing slimes and maxed out my level. That's the next anime. Now, if you're not really into like action-packed anime like Demon Slayer, Tanya the Evil, or just like genuinely action-packed animes you prefer slice of life, this is basically a slice of life anime, but it's isekai, and it has dragons in it. It's really good. It actually surprised me. I thought it'd be very boring. It's actually quite fun. There is some action in it, but not like too much. It's just basically she uppercuts a dragon. It's very funny, and I think you should give it a watch. The next anime, Combatants will be dispatched. This one is written by the same guy who did Conan Super, and I've watched it. It's pretty good. It's about a lolly with a shotgun and some dude invading another planet because they work for some company. It's like if those like private military agents, people, decided they wanted to rule the world. And that's essentially the plot of the anime. It's very funny. And also they make a couple of Windows jokes in the first episode. Now, the final Isekai anime to watch is Mushoku Tensei, but unfortunately I don't have enough time to explain this because, well, my camera battery's on about 1% and I have a broken charger, so I won't be able to film that. But please do, if you can, you want to click on this video here. This is Gigux one, and then like this one up here, or this side, is my next video, which you've watched because it's me making fun of your waifu. So please do watch either one of these videos. Anyways, goodbye.